Welcome to Small Business Big Visibility. We're talking about delegating. This is part of a mini series. Go back and watch some of the other episodes. If you haven't already, we've got a ton of good content in there. Today, we're talking about training. When you're going to delegate, you have to train. Now, training is distinct and separate from some of the other parts of delegating. For example, when you delegate, you have to give them the responsibility so that they know what they're doing. And as a part of giving them the responsibility, you have to tell them the desired result. Now, the best way to talk about that is chocolate chip cookies. If you're saying to someone, hey, go make me chocolate chip cookies, they know the desired result. When they're done, they should be giving you a chocolate chip cookie. Same in a business. When you're delegating, they need to know what it is. When this is done, what's that look like? So that's the one part. We've covered that in another video. Go watch it. The next is the recipe card itself. When you're telling someone, go make chocolate chip cookies, give them the recipe so that they know what it is that they're supposed to be doing in order to make those. And we already created that video and have it out as well. Today, we're talking about the instructions. Maybe you're hiring someone that's never cooked before. Could you imagine how difficult it would be for someone who's never cooked before to walk into a kitchen and make chocolate chip cookies for the first time? They might not know where the eggs are. You would have to give them training. Here's where the eggs are. You open the fridge. The eggs are right here. You're going to take out the needed number of eggs. You're going to crack each egg and dump the insides into the mixing bowl, and then you throw the shells in the garbage. That's the training, which is separate from the steps that they take. It's related but separate. It's kind of like having a cookbook versus having a recipe. The recipe never tells you how to actually cook. It assumes you already know how, but the training is found in the cookbook. The same thing happens when you're going to delegate. The best example I've ever seen for this is in the cooking world, where you have that cookbook and recipe, but oftentimes your business isn't all about cooking. So how do we do this? What I found that works well is if you're trying to create the instruction set, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to record yourself doing the work. Now, that may mean a camera like I'm talking to right now. Maybe it's a screen recording if the work is on a computer, but you're going to make a video of that. And the reason for that is you can show them, here's a video of me doing this thing. Now, if you create that video, you can also watch that video and see if you made any mistakes and then correct it. And then from that video, you could also create a written step-by-step instruction manual, or you can actually have someone else watch that video and come back to you with any questions they have. So you could watch that video with the employee, or they can simply watch you do the work and they're taking notes. And then once they've watched and learned, the next thing you want to do with them is you're going to say, okay, job's now yours. You're going to now do the work, and I'm going to watch you, and I'm going to watch to see not if I can catch you doing something wrong, but just see if I messed up training you. And then if there are any issues or there are any mistakes, you can catch it early on during that training phase. And then you ask the employee, okay, you've seen the video. Why don't you write out what you think the instruction set is in order to do this effectively? Now you've got the video and their written version of it. You compare their written version to what you have, and you're going to find there's a little bit of differences because they see the job differently because they don't have the experience you do. And that's actually a really good thing if you're trying to create a thorough manual on how to do this work. I've done this before in my company where I give people the video, I give them the written training. What's really cool is they'll come back to me later on and they'll say, hey, I think that there's some mistakes or we could do things more efficiently. And they'll go back and actually update with my permission the training so that they've got an updated version of that training so that if they go back to watch it again, or if other employees come in to do that work, those employees have the training as well. But again, it's critical as a business owner that we recognize there's a difference between the recipe and the cookbook.